In New South Wales, it's expected that executors will apply for probate within 6 months of the date of death. And that's usually pretty achievable. To apply for probate, you need the death certificate, and that, in my experience, is usually a hold-up. I live in regional New South Wales, and if the death requires an autopsy, that can take weeks of time to do. The death certificate might not be issued for weeks or months after someone dies. If the death requires a coroner's report, it may be a little bit longer and there may be delays with that. In addition to needing the death certificate, the executor also needs to have identified all of the assets and liabilities and quantified the estate properly. Again, that can take some time. That involves writing to banks, accountants, contacting share registries, sometimes contacting the super fund if the super's coming to the estate. As with whenever you're dealing with any bank or any kind of company, you are subject to their processing times. You write to them and you're kind of at their mercy for them to respond. But for the most part, most executors can apply for probate within 6 months of the date of death. Once executors have probate, there's then the expectation that they be in a position to distribute the estate around 12 months from the date of death. Most executors won't distribute the estate earlier than that, because if they do distribute earlier than that, then they can be open to liability if an unknown creditor pops their head up or if someone makes a claim on the estate within that time. So usually for most estates, probate's applied for within 6 months. The estate's ready to distribute around the 12-month mark. Again, that's a bit flexible. There might still be assets that need to be sold before the estate can be distributed. There might be ongoing tax obligations that need to be sorted out before the estate can be distributed. So these are rough guidelines and not fixed points or deadlines. And that's the rough timeline of an estate in New South Wales.